What's going on, you guys? Laxo here again. Alright guys, so today we are just going to go over Ninny and Noel here, because we have just gotten them in game. I will also go over comparison. I'll try and compare Butterfly Aizen to Noel, because both of them are actually front row attackers, so I actually do want to compare them as well. But anyways, you will find that in the description below. Timestamp chapters, and feel free to click ahead or stay tuned for me going over the characters right now. Alright, let's start off with Ninny here. Okay, so there wasn't really too much change at all from her leaks till now. And to be honest, I actually do like the small changes that they actually made on Ninny. So, with that being said, Ninny has increased damage reduction rate. While Ninny is deployed, whenever an ally lands a critical hit, the ally recovers 10% max HP and 80 rage, and immobilization effects on a random ally are dispelled. And the immobilization effects are stunned, disoriented, silenced, paralyzed, frozen, entangled, charmed, and taunted. So anything stopping them from attacking and using the rage is gone, which is insane. Also, the changes that they made, I think, it was something along the lines of, I'm pretty sure it gave them crit chance, and now it actually just gives them 10% max HP. So you are going to want to use Ninny on a pretty crit heavy team to get the most out of her passive. However, if you don't planning on running a crit team, then you don't even have to have her at 4-star. Either way, it's going to help out a lot. Alright, let's go ahead and check out her mastery skill here. I don't believe anything changed here except for the healing rate received was clarified to be a reduction. So, deals damage to a single target and reduces the target's healing received by 40% for 1 round. So, once again, nothing really changed there. Let's go ahead and check out her rage skill here. Deals damage to all enemies and decreases the crit resist chance of all targets by 15% for 1 round. Increases the crit chance of the ally back row by 10% for 2 rounds. After weapon awakens, damage is greatly increased, and the debuff to enemy targets is increased. The buff to the ally back row is increased and now dispels all immobilization effects, and the ally with the highest attack gains an additional bonus to crit damage. And once again, mobilization effects are right there. So here, there wasn't really too much of a change. They just changed reduce the damage reduction rate to crit resist chance, which actually is a good thing because characters' crit chances are getting pretty high and crits are getting harder to get. So that is actually not a bad thing, reducing their crit resist chance, because it just more so guarantees that you will get a crit, which in return works with her kit really, really well. So in my opinion, I actually do like her changes. I think they're really good, and on top of that, I think she is going to be probably a must-have for most teams, especially teams that are going against heavy CC teams, because just having her at 4-star almost guarantees you never having to worry about CC on your team. So I do like her a lot, and I am really excited to get her. Also, as you can see here, down here, that she is the free-to-get character. Anyways, let's go ahead and check out Noel here. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out her passive first here. Noel has increased crit chance. Let's check it out. 8%. So it'll probably be around 14 to 16% increased crit chance. Every time Noel attacks, she gains 20% increased attack for 1 round. That is, whenever she attacks, she gains 20% increased attack. When Noel attacks each enemy with whenever she attacks enemies with a defense reduction effect, the attack deals additional damage equal to 60% of her attack. So whenever she attacks, she's going to get a bonus to her attack and then increase her attack again. So she is going to work really well with characters that increase her attack even further, because then she's pretty much going to be like an extra dot unit, but whenever she attacks, she instantly gets the extra 60% attack as damage. And that actually goes well with her kit, so probably want to pair her with characters that increase attack. Alright, let's go ahead and check out her mastery skill. Mastery skill. Deals damage to a single enemy, increase crit chance by 30% for 2 rounds. Essentially, that's just Dangai Ichigo right there, mastery skill. Once again, nothing changed there. Rage skill. Deals damage to the enemy front row, ignoring 10% of the target's damage reduction rate. If this attack is a critical hit, it deals additional damage to the target with the lowest HP by percentage, equal to 10% of Noel's attack. After weapon awakens, damage is greatly increased. The crit chance of this skill is increased. The amount of damage reduction rate and defense ignored is increased. The additional damage following the crit is increased, and this attack gains increased crit chance and restores rage. Wow. So, once again, I'm pretty sure I said before, it is looking like her weapon is a must. Looks like Ninny, not so much. Not super mandatory here. Unless you really want to get rid of those extra immobilization effects. But it is looking like Noel, she is a must to get her weapon, because she just gains so much extra damage from having her weapon, including her base damage in general. And I'm pretty sure the change that was made on her was they changed it to whenever she attacks, she changed it from whenever she gets attacked, she gets extra damage, to whenever she attacks, she gets extra damage. So that is also a good change as well. Now, what I actually wanted to look at here was, a lot of people are saying that, oh, Noel and Ninny are just bad characters, blah, blah, blah. I don't think so. I think they are very, very, very strong. Ninny, for example, she is very strong because she is a rage gen for your entire team. It is a flat 80 rage every time you get a crit. So she is a rage regen for your entire team. Not many characters, I'm trying to think, actually do that. Whenever you attack, you get rage, as opposed to whenever you use a rage attack, you get rage. So Ninny is a must-have because that is extra rage outside of the rage attack. Noel, for example, also not to mention that she's also a healing character as well. She heals your team, kind of like, I don't know, Sogyo no Kotowari, how whenever you attack that one character on the enemy team, you get health for your team. She's going to be, whenever you attack and crit, you get health, and it's a flat 10% health back. So that is very impressive. Now, for Noel, the thing I really like about her is, one, her attack stat, once again, is really, really high. I believe that should be the second highest attack stat in the game. Base attack stat outside of Anniversary Byakuya, she is the highest attack stat in the game. However, she also has a higher HP and defense stat than Byakuya as well. So she's going to be a little bit more tanky, not much, a little more tanky, and deal around the same amount of damage. However, you also have to include the fact that she has damage reduction on her and defense reduction. She has everything on her rage skill, as opposed to Byakuya just does damage outright. So her rage skill is looking really, really good. I'm pretty sure she should be doing more damage than Byakuya to the front row, just including the front row. So, with that being said, the big question I have now is, who is going to be better? we have Noel here, or we have Butterfly Aizen here. Okay, so let's take a quick look at Aizen's actual skills here. So, Rage Skill deals damage to an enemy from row plus additional damage equal to 25% of his attack multiplied by the number of stacks of Butterfly Wings. And of course, that is Butterfly Wings' 12% increased damage rate and rage recovery rate. And the Butterfly Wings is right there. So, let's finish this off. Dispels all buffs from enemy targets with... After his rage attack, Aizen gains 2 stacks of Butterfly Wings. This effect lasts until the end of battle and cannot be dispelled. Okay, so at the beginning of battle, Aizen gains 2 stacks of Butterfly Wings to a maximum of 4 stacks. After accumulating 4 stacks, Aizen gains 60% increased block pierce chance whenever Aizen... Okay, so what we're seeing here is Aizen does not have ignore damage or damage pen or anything like that. All he has is damage, extra damage, damage. And what we see with Noel is she has damage reduction and she ignores defense, which is very key here. So between the two, outright, Noel should be doing more damage at the start of battle. However, the longer the battle lasts, Aizen might be doing more damage. However, as you can see, I have Aizen at 4-star, and he's pretty base. I have blue everything, a couple bonds up. So when we get that character release, I will be actually comparing these two. Pretty much exactly how I have them alike. Orange 1, Weapon Awakened, and everything. So look out for that video when we do get the character or event release. Also, not to mention the fact that she is a dragon, so she will be raging first round. Aizen, unfortunately, will not be raging first round, so you get a early burst with Noel as opposed to Aizen. Now let's go ahead and take a quick look here at the actual trial. So once again, the thing I really like about Noel here is that she's going to have increased crit chance. And Noel, or Ninny, also works pretty well off crit chance. So both these characters are going to work pretty well together. However, as you can see, we just got a triple crit right there. So that goes to show you exactly how much crit she's getting from her rage skill. So she's going to be doing a lot of crits early and often. What do we got here? 2 crits there. About 200k damage. So as you can see, she's going to crit heavy and hard, especially because she does all that extra damage. So with Ninny here, unfortunately we're not going to really see her kit really put in work on trial, because her kit requires other characters to actually get crits and do stuff. So once again, we're looking for our team to actually get crits, but with her, however, we're going to have to look at who do we want to put on her team. And we're going to want to put on her team characters that have really high crit chance or crit rate. And those are characters such as, Anniversary Byakuya is a good example, since his base crit is increased by 30-40%. So we're really going to want to put him on there. Another character we're going to want to put on there is probably Dangai Ichigo. He's probably pretty important since he has pretty high crit. And of course, Noel, because she has 1 increased crit. She gets her own crit, and she also works pretty well off critting the enemy. Now, other characters you can actually put on a team with Ninny here. would be a character such as Muramasa. Muramasa would be really good with her because he gets the extra damage or the extra attack, and because, I mean, he does have good crit, let's be honest. He does have a pretty good crit rate, especially if you're on the first couple servers, then he has pretty high crit chance. But he also gains extra benefits as well. And with a character like Muramasa is you actually want to have him rage often. So you'll also get rage back as well. And I'm pretty sure since this is on her passive, it says whenever an ally lands a critical hit. So that's also including using rage skills themselves. They will gain additional rage back. So they can get up to an extra 160 rage per turn just on that. So with that being said, I'm actually really excited for both these characters. I do plan on probably getting Noel to 5-star minimum, and I do plan on getting Ninny to 4-star as well, because both of these characters are going to work really, really well, especially Ninny. You can probably slide her into pretty much any lineup, and it will work really, really well. Now, they did change Ninny a little bit, so she's not like a Rukia 2.0 anymore, but she's still really, really good with all those immobilization effect removes, so, or purifies. So, once again, both these characters, really excited for, looking forward to getting both of them. And yeah, we'll see when the time comes, which will be the 5th. And on top of that, I'm going to be getting my Jade rebate day 1, so I will be doing my pulls day 1 as well. Alright guys, with that being said, that is going to wrap this one up. If you guys haven't already subscribed, feel free to subscribe, especially if you like this content. I do much content just like it. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to hit me up in the comments. I will get back to you as soon as I can. I also have a Discord you can hit me up on. I will be happy to chit-chat with anybody on there as well. And with that being said, you guys, I will catch you all on the next one.